Hey there. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Still waiting to get back to work. They lost the form. Freaking Ubers. Take care of the Uber thing, I guess. I guess it's an inspection or something. I think they ran it in Massachusetts. But they did accept my registration. So I'm going to make some money. But I just got done running. I did half mile splits. I did 9 miles. I see here, 9 miles. Hour and 24 minutes. Average pace 9:22. Max pace 8. 6.3. That's like my average for a 10K. So I maintain that average for 9. So that's not bad. Forgot my watch. So let's see what I did yesterday. I ran 10K. Average speed was 6.3. Pretty regular. 59 minutes. Well, today I did a 10K in 58. So that's not bad. I'm faster today, considering I ran a 10K yesterday. And then I ran again the day before, too. So I'm definitely getting in the old fitness. I guess I didn't on Tuesday. This day I did. So yeah, eventually I'll be able to get back to work. But it's good to exercise again. Back on my diet, my healthy diet. Can't be eating friggin' a gallon of ice cream every day. But today I felt light, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm playing at J-Stress. I'm pretty good at that game. It's like a mind game, speed and strategy. It's like Tetris. I think of all the Tetrises I've played for multiplayer, the J-Stress is the best. It's all about those T-spins. The freaking four wides are cheats, but if you set up a triple spins all the way up to the top, I guess this is what they call the LST. You use a square in the left corner, then you use an S, and then you use the L. And then you have a space, and then you use two eye pieces, and then you have the overhang, and then you just fill up the matrix. And then you try to hold a T piece. And then when you get another T, you just spin, and you go back to back. That's 13 lines sent. So when the four-wider is about to attack, and you do that, that's 13 that you cancel. And then you can probably get some more out of that. So it's a good defense against that noob freaking four-wide bullcrap. And you don't have to be super fast to be really powerful. So that's the strategy. Because I'm not really a PPS player, or point per second, whatever. I'm not really that quick, like some of those people. I think they're using like their palm, and they use a joystick or something. I use a keyboard. Yeah, so I'm playing that. Biking. I am looking at work, just in case. I mean, if I can find something that's closer by, since I'm going bankrupt, I'm going to wait on the bankruptcy until after taxes. Plus, making my income look worse actually helps me out a little bit. And I'm done with credit cards. I'm done with taking loans. Can't live on. I mean, I understand business people. Basically, that's what I was doing, living on debt, and it's not taxable. So yeah, that's how I basically succeeded. Was I didn't pay taxes because I expensed what I could, and it made it look like I took a loss. So I guess that's what those billionaires do, is they don't pay themselves a salary, they just give themselves equity. So I guess from the equity in their business, that's how they buy whatever they need to buy, so they don't have an income. So that's how they avoid paying taxes. And so they just utilize debt because they don't want the money to be sitting in the bank. So they'll buy like silver and gold and have equity and have that kind of money. So then, yeah, you're not really just like, I could see that. That's if you're rich and successful. If you're like me, just trying to survive in the world, utilizing your debt to live on your debt, it's a fail. Because I don't have a business, per se, that I can invest in, that I have equity in. I guess that's probably what makes Uber tricky, or the e-gig business tricky, or not as good, is you don't really have any equity. And the equity that you have, which is your car, you'll lose money on that. You're never going to gain money on it. It depreciates, and then you're going to have to lose a crazy amount of money like I did. So it's not like you have something, you know what I mean? It's not like you have a house where you could rent it and then have an income out of the house and have value go up. And yeah, so I guess that's a little different. I can understand the idea of that. If you own a business and you have equity and you're playing the shenanigans and not paying taxes because you're basically operating at a loss and making it look good on your taxes. Yeah. So I am through with credit cards. I'm not going to be buying a house in the next 10 years anyways. I was close. Yeah, that condo. Jesus, what a lesson that was. Get it appraised. I looked at this house. Well, I didn't look at it. I saw online on Zillow. This house was like, buy as is, 1.1 million. It's like, there's like no freaking backyard, no privacy. You're like a yard away from the next house. What is the sense of buying? If you're like right next to a house and then it's as is, which means the house is terrible, why don't you just rent, I guess? I don't know, man. I could see it. You want to own a house, but if you don't have any privacy, no backyard or nothing, why would you spend 1.1 million bucks? You know what I mean? That's just, what is the use of that? I don't know. So, yeah. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm getting myself up there in the mileage, training every day. I'm going to be running a marathon. I'm going to run the Surf City Marathon. I think it's in February. I'm going to run it. I've ran it before. I'm hoping to be able to qualify for Boston, but I don't know. I'm going to try. I almost would have the last time, but I got real cramps. But I finished. I finished well. I was in the top half, despite the cramps. So that's not bad. You know, that's one good thing about running. When you're heavier, you get muscle. And then when you lose the weight, you have the muscle, and you can run faster. That's the real good thing about bulking up. So, yeah. I don't know, man. There's too many people training people. That'd be what I should do. Teach people how to run. Because I have experience. I demonstrate what I'm doing, you know. So therefore, I'd run with them. I'd charge them like $40 an hour or some shit. Get them trained. And be like, hey, you want to run a marathon? Let me train you. And I'll just train them the way I trained myself. You know what I mean? It worked for me. A few years ago, I was running 200 miles a month. You know, I was running 15 miles at a time without getting injured. So, I mean, I think I could replicate that for people. A lot of the reason why I succeed is because of the form of running I do. I land neutral, mid-strike, and then roll off the ball of your foot, keeping good posture, straight line from the ear to the ankle, you know, minimal contact, time on the road. So, well, I hope you guys will have a good day, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you.